On behalf of the the very oldest language on the face of this very earth. Chico di Cabia Mapuni, Chineke, and Son of the Winner, Isala, Nina, Cosa, Hanso, Nana, Jama, and Yana Faros, Obanana, all the and then saw no one but you know what? They would like you to believe that someone Ekpa is the cause of it. No. I am the solution, and the only way they can get to you is by kicking me out, which is not possible. I have come. Look with you. After I am done with Nigeria, Biafra will be free and enjoy freedom. Biafra will know the importance of freedom and what happens in 5 years to come. Thank you. Of a black man is the way that we reason. If not that the way we reason is very, very abhorrent, there is no need or reason why we should be suffering and complaining every blessed day without the courage to do something about it. Some of you tried to do something about it with the End SARS protest, but some of us quickly, or should I say some of you quickly capitulated because of your tribal affiliations or religious considerations. They managed to divide each and every one of you. But today you must make up your mind what you want to do. Do you want to change your lives, or do you want to continue residing in a damnable zoological republic with no hope, way or means out of the mess that you're in? Why can't we change our lives?
Those who are telling you that the revolution is not the best way to go about it, ask them, how come Russia is advanced today? How come the United Kingdom, Britain is advanced today? How come Germany is advanced today? How come France is advanced? How come Spain is advanced? How come the United States of America, of course the greatest country on this very earth, is where they are today? It's because in each and every of these countries there was a revolution. Either a violent overthrow of a very corrupt and inept regime, or there was what I would refer to as intellectual revolution. In Africa, none of these appears to be present at the moment. Those of them that commenced the NSAS protest tried as much as they can, but the forces that be overwhelmed them, the forces of darkness, the forces of hate, the forces of retrogression, the forces of iniquity prevail, especially with the help of their journalists and their media houses. But this time around, we must prepare ourselves. But before we do so, we must ask this very important question. Are we all prepared for this very change that is about to come? Are we mentally tough enough to withstand all the garbage that will be thrown at us? Are you strong enough to jettison every emotional consideration that has to do with tribe, ethnicity, or religion? Once we are able to overcome all of this nonsense, believe you me, this very next phase of revolution will stand very, very strongly. Everybody knows that Nigeria is a scam, a very big one. Nigeria is being run by an extremist bunch of dictators called the president. All of you know this. Everybody understands this very fact that Buhari is no more. You know that Buhari is dead, everybody knows. But those still perpetuating this very myth that Buhari is alive are those pinning their hopes on 2023. So this is a collection of odd bedfellows. These are people who are determined by every means available to cling on to power, to continue to impoverish you, to continue to allow terrorists from all across the Sahel to occupy your farmlands and your forests. They rape your mothers, they abduct your sisters, they kill your traditional rulers, they kill the daughters of your prominent men, and you do nothing about it because their only consideration is to keep you focused on this very elusive, better Nigeria to come. You and I know that Nigeria can never ever be better. We know that very well. The whole world understands that Nigeria can never ever be better. Why are you pinning your hopes on it? You're pinning your hopes on it so you can go to Dubai like Atiku and the rest of them and buy houses for your wives and your concubines. You are doing so because you think it's the turn of your village to eat money. And I have consistently asked this question. Biden that has just been confirmed as the US president, is he from your village? Boris Johnson from the United Kingdom, is he from your village? Is Angela Merkel from your ethnic group? I'm asking you in the zoo. But you prefer. Ezi onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, Chukwu okike abịa ma bụ onye anyị na-efe na-agọzi aha nsọ ya, onye ọbụla ya na-achị, onye mmụọ na mmadụ na-erubere isi, onye ọbụla ya bụ ọka aka. Ụbọchị ene ka anyị na-etuga eze ebube dị ngọzi, mmalite na ọgwụgwụ, ndị gboo wee tuo oge ebighị ebi. Onye nwe m, ụmụ gị wee gbakọọ n'ụwa niile iwe nara ozi ọma nke gị onwe gị n'ezi ha site n'ọnụ mmadụ dị ndụ nna nke ebere dị ngọzi. Anyị wee na-asị na onweghị ihe ọbụla nke anyị onwe anyị bụ n'ihi na ọ bụ anụkpa ahụ sọsọ ka mmadụ dị ndụ bụ. Ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ maka na okwu nsọ gị na-adịghị ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi. N'ihi na okwu gị niile ga-abịarịrị na mmezu. Ọ bịa mere Biafra ga-eji wee bịa na mgbe nke anyị. Anyị wee na-akpọkụ wee na-arịọ gị na-asị lekwa ude nke anyị na-asụ n'akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka o metụta gị n'obi. Onye nwe m na Chineke nna nke igwe, biko dịka isi wee napụta ụmụ gị n'ọbụ n'Ijipt kwetu wee wezuga ụmụ gị bụ ndị Biafra mgbe ekwensu bụ zuu nke mmadụ dị ndụ kere. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma na-asị gị n'ime ọnọdụ anyị anyị ga-ekele ha nsọ gị wee nye gị nsọpụrụ n'ụtọ na-eji ama mgbe niile. N'ihi na anyị enweghị ichi ọzọ ewezuga gị, anyị onwe anyị anaghị efe arụsị. Ọbịa mere iji wee na-agọzi nzọmụkwụ anyị niile. Ọbịa mere IPOB ji wee gbaa mgbọrọgwụ n'ụwa niile. Anyị anaghị atụ egwu mmadụ dị ndụ, anyị wee na-eto gị eze ebube dị ngosi si gị biko gbatara anyị ọsọ enyemaka ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye anyị nyefere nwanyị akpụ isi ala nye ka i wee napụta ndị gị n'ọbụ nke ekwensu. Anyị wee na-enye gị ofe na nsọpụrụ na ịja mma na-asị lekwa ka ndị iro anyị niile ka kasisi wee baa ha ọnụ ha wee daa hapụghị ikuni ọzọ. Obodo ekwensu bụ zu ala nwekwa n'iyi eze ebube dị ngozi. Anya ọnwa anyị bụ ụmụ gị wee na-akpọkọ ha nsọ gị na-asị na ebe gị chi ọzọ egwezuga gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma wee na-eto gị na-asị onye kere ihe niile kere eke mana onwe onye kere na n'otuto niile na nsọpụrụ niile na ịja mma niile site n'ebighị ebi mara ebi ka a na-ajọ gị ise ise ise.
We will destroy the black race. We shall remain slaves to the whites forever and ever. As long as we continue to reason this wickedly, it can never be well with black people. I tell you, we are evil. The man is blind in what? There is no compassion. No single compassion. Nobody is moved by the plight of this man. All you think about is Iran. You think about Shia. What nonsense? What planet are you living on? What planet are you living on? Blacks are to blame. Your so-called Nigerians are to blame for this very mess. So also is the American ambassador to Nigeria. So also is the British High Commissioner to Nigeria. These are the people supporting evil. When Obama came to remove Jonathan, I told you that Obama would remove Jonathan, and Jonathan was removed. Look at where we are today. People will come into my village with AK-47, rape my mother, slaughter us, and they give them land. Somebody is simply protesting, release my leader. Not that they're protesting against any court order or court ruling or judgment. They are asking you to obey what your court said. You refused. You responded by killing them. And you went back to the same court, the same Federal High Court of Nigeria, in the same Abuja, to go and obtain an order proscribing his group. The same law, the same judgment you said you will not obey. You are now going back to obey the one that suits you. And you're telling me that Nigeria is a nation, that Nigeria is a country? This COG, black people. Do you not begin to see the reason why God looked at us and said, you people are evil? Because of that, I'll make you slaves to whites. Do you see why we are suffering? Because your heart is evil. You don't reason properly. These are people who can, because Yoruba media wants 2023 for Tinubu to be president, they condone every evil. And if Yoruba nation does not take time, I tell you tonight that evil shall overcome Yoruba land. I say what I say with justification. I will read the coverage of Punch newspaper. Punch newspaper, Yoruba paper. Oh God, you people are satanic. You are evil. The personification of the forces of darkness. You people are evil. Evil. Evil is happening and you keep quiet. You cannot confront Fulani headsmen. Oh, I don't know why God brought me to Africa. I don't know why. I should have come as a tree in the forest. Maybe they cut me down and use me as for center table. I'll be useful at least. Do you see why God said you must be under Europeans? Asia is progressing. South America is progressing. The only place not growing in the world is Africa, because you people are evil. You support evil. Your heart is black as we are. Evil, darkness. You are in a country where your so-called president from Sudan decides which judge am I going to obey. I don't like this ruling, I want to obey it. I like this one, let me obey it. And you people are keeping quiet. You are quiet and evil is happening. And you're telling me you're educated. You're telling me you have conscience. And tomorrow you go to church. Oh, dear me. This assignment is too much. I tell Elohim, it's too much for me. I cannot come from a continent where people cannot reason, where there is no conscience, where wickedness and evil is the order of the day. The black race is a disgrace to humanity. The black race is an eyesore on this very earth, I tell you that. It's an eyesore. You know, John, evil is happening and you're quiet. Because Zagzag is not your brother, not your sister. Do you know how people feel about your religion? Do you know how they feel about you and your religion? People will have the guts in America to complain about racist attacks. Oh, that the West are attacking with the racist. I wish they can kill all of us there, I'm telling you the truth. We don't deserve to be alive. Black people do not deserve to walk. We are a stain on the earth. Our wickedness stinks to high heavens and back. We are an evil race. Quote me, that's what I said. Mark the date of today. In any other country on this earth, what Jubril did, we will send him back to Sudan immediately. How can you decide which judge to obey? That idiot that didn't go to school, Mama is saying, if not for what I've been doing, detaining people without trial, there will be no Nigeria. Nigeria for whose benefit? For your benefit and for some Yoruba people. For the benefit of those that make billions from oil and gas from Biafra land. That's all. That some idiots are too blind to say it. They say I should speak like a head of state. Which stupid head of state is that? Which useless head of state is that? In a place where people cannot reason like human beings. You know my head of state. Oh dear Lord, have mercy. We are an evil race. Anytime you see another black person being killed in America, know that God is punishing you for what you have done because you're evil. Evil beyond evil, I'm telling you. And who brought this nonsense on us? It's not Obama. It's not a black man. Who brought this mess into this zoo? It's Obama. Isn't it? And they ran to the British to sustain what is unsustainable. Everybody knows that Buhari is dead. They know it. Everybody knows. Yoruba media knows. Everybody knows. But because you don't want Nnamdi Kanu to be proven right, you don't want IPOB to be proven right, you have decided to cover up evil. It will consume you. Yoruba media will suffer. Yoruba media will suffer. They will suffer and they will suffer for this injustice they keep on against ordinary people. Poor people. In your journey, my banquet, because you control newspaper. Your preachers are in Pentecostal churches. They tell the idiots what to do and they obey them. They cannot rise up from the pulpit and speak the truth. Because Zagzag is not a Christian, he's not a Pentecostalist. Let's leave him to die. You are evil. You are beyond evil. We are a useless race. Black race is a disgrace on humanity. White people can never allow such nonsense to happen. It doesn't. If everybody will die, they can't allow it. That's the difference between black and whites. Whites cannot allow this nonsense to happen. It won't happen. Don't tell me about cases during slavery. It was our idiotic ignorance and wickedness that allowed God to hand us over to whites to enslave us. We are wicked. We are a wicked race. That is why we are suffering. I must continue because the truth must be spoken on this very platform. Your zoo constitution guarantees freedom of worship, freedom of speech. The right to even protest is there. They don't obey their own laws because they don't know. When you appoint a chief justice who is more or less how can I put it? Okay, myself like a native doctor. This is the nonsense you get. Now you're telling me in a country that claims it practices democracy that you can choose which of the judges to obey his or her ruling and which one to ignore. Is that what you're telling me? The same court you said I will not obey your order. You went back to the same court to go and obtain an order to keep somebody in prison in perpetuity and to ban his movement. Hey, we blacks have taken wickedness and impunity to a different level altogether. That is what we have done. We have redefined wickedness. I never believed in my life that Africa can be so, not just back, of course we're backwards. Who doesn't know we're backwards? We have added another layer of evil to it. No wonder Michael Jackson was bleaching himself to be white. I do apologize to Michael. I have now seen what he saw. Michael Jackson was trying to make himself white because he looked at us and knew that we are evil. This is evil upon evil. You claim you're fighting corruption. All those you are appointed are corrupt individuals. Buhari, before he died, they got into power on the back of corrupt money, River State money stolen by Amici. Today, Buhari's son is the fourth richest person in Africa. And they're fighting corruption. You people are useless. Hopeless to the core. Quote me right is what I said. You're hopeless. Shia group IMN, Islamic Movement of Nigeria, or for Nigeria, I don't know what they call them, is not a terrorist group. It is not and can never be. For all that nonsense, people saying that tied to Iran and all that rubbish, that is bunkum. El Zagzagi, what crime did he commit? We shall get to that later. There is no other place on this earth that a religious body has ever been prescribed. Never. Not on this earth. All this nonsense with Shia and the Sunni Islam is their business. Nothing to do with the secular constitution. So when Jubril and when Abba Kyari and El Rufai crosses up to Saudi Arabia, don't you see it? When Obama was bowing before the king of Saudi Arabia, did you not see it? Did not see it. I'm sure you didn't. You people are cowards. There is no place on this earth, not even in Saudi Arabia, can you ban. Do you know they have Shia in Saudi Arabia? Have they been banned? How can you go and take a leader of a movement and you expect them to keep quiet like other people are keeping quiet? That's what you expect. You bring your wickedness and injustice upon the people and you expect them to just sit down and take it. The answer is no. Like IPOB, we won't take it. We will keep on agitating until we are free. Because one day everybody will die, isn't it? Nobody lives forever. Nobody does. So Biafra must come. The blame for what is happening, I don't call it zagzaggy. The blame for the injustice in the zoo that the British created is caused by 3 groups of people, only 3. Our stupidity as black people, the British High Commission and the British Mission in Nigeria is satanic. Another one is the American ambassador to Nigeria. They collect money from Nigerian government not to send the accurate report back to their home countries. I bet you that the State Department in America does not know what is happening in the zoo because they embellish it. Is farmer header crisis, is a clash. The police and the army came shooting dead Shia protesters. And you call it a clash between the two. A whole ambassador, American ambassador, is sending back, feeding the State Department in Washington lies about Nigeria. Because they gave him, he's a millionaire. The same thing with the British. This is the level of evil and wickedness we have. American embassy in Nigeria, British High Commission in Nigeria, and the stupidity of black people. We are black and we are useless. Those are the 3 factors holding you down as a perpetual slave. I didn't say it's the American official policy or the British official policy. No. I said their missions in Nigeria, the American ambassador is corrupt. The British High Commissioner is more than corrupt. Nigeria, they should be probed. Nigeria gives them money to lie and to falsify their mission reports back to their home countries. If you ask them now, they'll write. When you ask them, what are you doing about El Zagzagi? No, I think we sense some trouble. There may be a link with Iran. There may be a link. All lies. All lies. The U.S. Embassy takes the blame of the mission and the stupidity of us black people. Black Africans, we are useless. Stop pretending we are more than hopeless. Forget all the degrees, PhD, SSG, rubbish. We are useless. Useless. As black people, our natural disposition towards evil, we love evil. This type of nonsense cannot happen in a white man's. It's impossible. You can't try that rubbish. I'm the prime minister, or as Trump is. You choose which laws to obey, which one. They will come to White House and control you out. They said they will bundle you, they will put handcuffs on your ankles and your wrist. In your next life, you won't mess up. You won't mess with the people. That's how it's done. Do you see how advanced whites are compared to you blacks? Because, when you go to the court sometimes, some of you see the picture of a woman or statue. The woman is blind with a blindfold, with the scale on one hand and sword on the other hand. Some of you go to law school, you don't know what that thing means. They just say, they say law is blind. And look at the idiots. Do you know why they say it's blind? Because justice is blind. It doesn't matter who is affected. It doesn't matter if it's a Shia or IPOB or whoever. It doesn't matter. The law is the law. So when somebody who is a Sunni Muslim gets favorable ruling in the court, they release them. Those doing the killing in the zoo, they are all Sunni, Wahhabi, fundamentalists. It's okay. Give them more land. Why don't you dialogue with them? But once it's Shia. Oh, IPOB, why didn't you go and kill them? After all, the American ambassador will say it's nothing. And that's what they do. Do you know before they came to invade my house that the British government was informed? And they came to go ahead to come and kill me? Are you aware of that? So I'm telling you live on air. Are you aware that the British government, the British High Commission in Nigeria, sanctioned my assassination? Are you aware of that? In time, all will be revealed. Our natural disposition towards evil and wickedness is why a Sudanese can do whatever he likes. Everybody knows he's from Sudan. Look at him and look at Buhari, and you will know. But your stupidity and your natural cowardice. You're a black person, you cannot reason. This is black and useless. Black and useless. We are black and we are useless to the core. If you support evil, anything I say about you, you should accept it with good grace. I'm telling you. How did it all begin? Some of you may ask this evening. How did we come to this stage of rejecting one judgment but accepting another from the same court, depending on the judge who is ruling in your favor? 7 out of 8 children of Zagzagi has been murdered by Nigerian state. And you're telling me he doesn't have the right to be angry? But you won't see anything wrong with it because you're black. Anytime you go on social media, you see somebody not making any sense, that person is probably a black person. According to my dear friend and brother, I'm borrowing what he wrote because it's correct. Fanny Kayode, I'm borrowing what he wrote. You shot his wife in the stomach. The wife was shot 4 times and has been in detention till now. Not just like that, even the wife is also in detention. This man was shot and blinded in one eye. Zagzagi. It doesn't touch you because you're black. As a black person, your heart is cold. cold and blind to light. Because you're black from Africa. You are evil. You don't empathize. There is no empathy. You don't see. All you care about is, oh, who is winning? So since the Fulanis are now killing everybody and they're on top, let me support Fulani. You have no soul and you have no conscience. That is why God placed you. I'm asking God, but what did I do? Why take me to Africa? I'm still thinking and asking God, what did I do? Because I am better off as maybe as something that could be useful to humanity. We black are useful to mankind. We are a waste of space. We are clogging up space for mankind. I'm telling you the truth. We are useless. You did all this to this man, and you think you will succeed. What is the crime of Sheikh El Zagzagi? You bring out, he had the same thing you did when I formed BSS. He said, oh, can you see them? Can you see them? But you cannot see funny headsmen. You can't see them. They're the ones killing you and raping you every day. But you never learn. Because you're black and you're timid. I'm so upset tonight. I wouldn't normally do a program like this, but I am enraged. Enraged. Africa is a disgrace. Trump was thinking about, said he was going to, what he said, he was going to deport people from America. He should start very, very quickly.
Your group put
for those who will always say, oh, why don't you win election? Why don't you bring somebody who is going to win election for you? Why don't you go to national conference? Why don't you do this? Listen to what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu answered.
Push for that in a place like the national conference that is going on now to get that kind of autonomy first, rather than now pushing for independence without whether Nigeria wants it or not.
The fact of the matter is that the structures doesn't exist. The institutions that will allow the emergence of a democratic Biafra within a peaceful setting does not currently exist in that very place you call Nigeria. Mind you, that is the name of a river. Up north, you call them Niger, which is French. If you come down a little bit, it is called Niger, which is English. And the people that live around it are called Nigerians. The only place, or part of the only place in Black Africa where you name a people after a river. I have never seen any civilized country in the world where people are named after a river. It's never happened before. The people own the river, not the other way around. By tacitly accepting the word and the tag Nigeria, what it means is that you never had any history until Frederick Lugard came, which is a fallacy, it's an abomination, and nobody should be saying that. Coming back to what you said, there is no way we can run for office as a political party. We tried it with ABGA and it did not work. These issues were trashed out very well. Is that the people that control the levers of power within Nigeria are not politically sophisticated enough to appreciate the finer points of political discourse. In other words, that disputes resolution can best be conducted within a political setting where people are civilized. And I'm afraid to say that what I see in the zoo they call Nigeria, people are not civilized.
Now, we're out of time, but let me ask you, last week, I believe, the Biafran Zionist movement claimed a responsibility for the attack at the Enugu State Government House. Are you familiar with that group, and what was the mission of that attack?
I am familiar with a lot of groups. That name rings a bell. Anybody that can do anything to disrupt the present orthodoxy of governance by a group of very corrupt cabals is welcome. In that regard, I welcome what they did at Enugu, and I hope that people can come out and join us when the time comes to overthrow the very corrupt, inept old men and women in charge of that very place, because Biafra must exist. It's our right to make sure it happens.
All right.
While Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not condemning any group, while Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not condemning any group whatsoever. Just like I am supporting any group at all, so long as you are fighting against Nigeria. While Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not supporting, is not condemning any group. The people that claim follow him today, they say Simon Ekpa is a terrorist. Simon Ekpa is this. Simon Ekpa is that. After 10 good months of fighting Simon Ekpa, they didn't achieve anything. After 10 months of fighting Simon Ekpa, they didn't achieve anything. Yet, they are now changing tone. Simon Ekpa is a terrorist. Simon Ekpa is the leader of a non-government. Chai! This OG. And they are looking for freedom. You see, the more you blackmail me, the more you are blackmailing yourself. You think you are blackmailing me. You are blackmailing yourself. You don't know that? When the BBC came and do their nonsense disinformation, is it only Simon Ekpa that they showed his picture? Is it only Simon Ekpa? You all were there. All of you were there. You could not even defend yourself. The same Simon Ekpa you are calling all manner of names defended you there. And let me tell you, even when they mentioned Simon Ekpa, the issue they mentioned Simon Ekpa there was not even, I can defend anything I say. All of you could not defend yourself, yet you blackmail me. You think that when you blackmail me, when they want to call name, they call only Ekpa? All of you, your picture were there. Did you see my picture in the write-up? No. My picture was my video was hidden in the video. But all of you, your picture was there. Every day you look for Simon Ekpa, you post. Simon Ekpa is one poda. Simon Ekpa is a perima. Simon Ekpa is this. When the thing begin to happen, you think it doesn't, they will call you. And when the issue started, you could not defend yourself. You couldn't defend yourself. BBC did not say it was Simon Ekpa. BBC put your picture, all of you, as you were blackmailing Simon Ekpa, they did not say it was, they put all of your picture. So this one, they say, we are going to kill this one, we are going to kill that one. All of your picture was there. Your video was there. Yet, you will wake up every day to blackmail Simon Ekpa. And every day, if you don't, of course, some of you can never learn. Hatred and jealousy of Simon Ekpa have beclouded the brain that you don't even have at all. I do not know when they are going to learn. They think when they promote Simon Ekpa by calling Simon Ekpa criminal, BBC will come and say Simon Ekpa. All of you, the more you are calling me a terrorist, the way you are calling me a terrorist is the same thing you are calling yourself. You think when you be a terrorist is oh Jesus Christ. This BBC disinformation should have teach all of you a lesson. You think when you come to social media because you hate me, because you are jealous of me, because you don't like me, you think when you call me criminal, you are going to pay for everything you say. You are going to pay. You carry my name and blackmail. Simon Ekpa is the leader of a non-government. Simon Ekpa is this one. Simon Ekpa is that one. You see the way BBC is dealing with you people? If anything is going to happen anywhere, you are going to also be dragged into it. And you can't even defend yourself. It's body boss. It's in pataka everywhere. Get yourself a
language of heaven, the very oldest language on the face of this very earth.
Because I can say that from what I have just listened from you, it is just not ordinary.
Very wonderful. When my lawyers came to see me, I had a discussion with them about how I'm going to defend myself. I told them that
Welcome. Thank you for joining us this very morning. I appreciate everyone that have connected to this platform wherever you are connecting from. Kindly like and share the program on all platforms. Share to family and friends, share to your neighbors, share to our enemies, share to those that have a superior argument, share to those that have questions. In all platforms where you are, family and friends, share to them. Let them join us this morning to continue to propagate the gospel of freedom. Remember, in this platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We don't come here to preach hate. We do not come to this platform to attack people or individuals. We are here to express our views and allow people to equally express their own views. There is no law that says that you must agree with us in all we say, and we are not expecting you to agree with everything we say in this platform. I am not expecting you to agree with everything. You have the rights to present your superior argument. That is why I'm here, to learn and to teach, to allow a superior argument, to allow conversation that will make us to have a strong thought on whatever we are doing, so that we can come up with a genuine answer. In this platform, you are entitled to your opinion. You are entitled to your opinion. I'm not here to cajole you or to force you into believing the message I have, but I'm here to express myself. I present what I have, and it's left for you to digest it, look through it, and take those ones you know are useful for you, and then let go of the ones you feel are not necessary. The house is open for everybody, regardless your orientation, regardless your ideology, regardless your nationality, your tribe, your religion. As long as you care about humanity, you are truthful and have conscience, you are very much welcome. If you want to join us, all you need to do is to send a request. When it is time to come in, I will bring you in to make your contribution. My fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world, friends and foes, wherever you are watching from, if you are watching us from Biafra land, I welcome you immensely. If you are watching from Nigeria, you are welcome. You're watching from any part of Africa, Asia, Europe, America, Australia, Canada, New Zealand. You are watching us from Iran. You're watching us from Kuwait. You're watching us from Ukraine. You're watching us from Russia. You're watching from China. Wherever you are watching us from, I welcome you and I appreciate you for being part of this morning program. Try as much as possible to hang on for the little time we have to spend. I know we have so many challenges in our platform. So many times people are kicked out. Some people are not allowed to come in. If you have the opportunity to come in, stay strong. When they kick you out, find your way back. If you can't come back later and watch. But are we going to continue this message? Definitely we must continue and complete our message of the day, as we do every single day. We are not being forced on this mission. We are not being pushed. We are not being managed by anybody. It is a personal decision to fight for freedom and to speak up for the freedom of my people. As an Igbo Biafran, a proud one at that, I will continue to do my little best, while you that is watching out there will do yours. At the end of the day, unity of purpose should be the watchword for every one of us. There is no law that says that we must be on the same group. No law says we must agree on everything. And no law says that there will not be misunderstanding. There will be misunderstanding, there will be quarrels, there will be groups. But in the midst of it all, always understand that we are headed somewhere. When you remember the unity of purpose, you shed your sword. Your focus should always be on the unity of purpose. The purpose for which we gather in all groups, in all areas, is one. No matter the name you give yourself, the title you give yourself, the reason why we gather is for our freedom, for the self-determination of the Biafran people. Every other thing is secondary. So do not be deceived, do not be distracted. No matter how they offend you, continue to do your little best. At the end of the day, I bet you'll be glad you stood strong. Once again, I welcome every one of you this morning. And we have come once again, as we always do, to present our program of the day. I welcome you all today to this very live stream discussion. Before we begin, please take a moment to like this broadcast. I beg you once again, like the programs, share it with others, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and participate actively in the comment section. Try and participate actively on the comment section by sharing your views, telling us where you are watching from, and whatever issue you want us to look into or talk about, or questions, is welcome. Your engagement helps this conversation reach more people across different parts of the world. That is why you must be part of it and engage also. Today we will be discussing a topic that many supporters of Biafra self-determination movement consider important. If you are part of this agitation, if you are part of the struggle for the self-determination of the Biafran people, this topic is very important. It's going to affect you. It has a lot to do with you. One or two questions will be answered in your mind, or will be asked in your mind by the end of this very program. The topic says, the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Prime Minister Simon Ekpa in the Biafran Restoration Project. The internationalization of the Biafran question, the need to protect humanity and the security of Biafra land. We will do justice to this topic as much as we can. Wherever you are watching us from, wherever you are joining this program from. History often remember movements through the sacrifice, resilience, and determination of the people who championed them. Throughout history, every political, social, and national movement has been shaped by individuals who were willing to dedicate their time, resources, energy, sometimes their personal freedom to a cause they believe in. This topic is very important. I want you to pay close attention because of the latest information or press release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I know a lot of people are jubilating and some people are aggrieved and some people, and more things are going to happen. That is why this topic is very important. I want you to pay close attention. Pay close attention. You will understand a lot. Supporters of Biafra self-determination movement frequently point to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa as two individuals whose leadership and advocacy have significantly influenced the contemporary conversation surrounding Biafra. You can't beat it. It is a fact that nobody can deny. That when the name of our supreme leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is mentioned, or Mazi Simon Ekpa is mentioned, the next thing that comes into the mind of the people is Biafra advocacy. Your hatred can make you to think otherwise and say things the way that suits you. It's all right. Today, we will examine how supporters view the contribution of our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. The international attention generated around the Biafran issue, the importance of protecting human life, and why security remains a major concern in Biafra land. Let us begin. Just pay close attention. The modern Biafra movement did not emerge in isolation. Its roots can be traced to historical events, political grievances, debate about governance, question of representation, economic concern, and ongoing discussion about the future relationship between various ethnic nationalities within Nigeria. For decades, discussions surrounding Biafra were largely confined to specific communities and regions. There was a time when you can't even mention Biafra in Nigeria. There was a time it was a taboo that you don't mention it. There were periods when the issue received little international attention and was rarely discussed in major global political forums. That time is gone. There was a time that the issue of Biafra is only rumored and murmured among we, the Biafrans. You stay in your bedroom and discuss about it with your children. Sometimes you sit with your children, make up fire in the midnight, and you're telling your children the story within yourself. We are no longer in that time. Every supporter of Biafra agitation today believe that that situation have changed significantly. The time that we hide under our bedroom, we hide under our voices to speak about Biafra is gone and gone. This situation began to change significantly with the emergence of our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that gave the issue of Biafra energy, gave people confidence to speak on big platforms without fear, anywhere to stand and defend the issue of Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, as a prominent voice advocating for the Biafran self-determination, he did a wonderful job. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu became widely known through media engagement, public speeches, broadcasts, advocacy efforts directed toward both local and international audience. And he did amazingly well. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu brought renewed visibility to the Biafran question. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the supreme leader of IPOB, brought in a renewed visibility to the Biafran question. And you can't beat it. Whether one agrees or disagrees with his position, it is difficult to deny that that name, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, became associated with discussions about self-determination, identity, governance, and political rights. Anywhere you mention Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today, that name is bigger than you can ever imagine. It's not a name you play around with. It has become a symbol, a very strong symbol of self-determination. Wherever you mention Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, across the world, that name has become a symbol of self-determination, a symbol of identity, a symbol of governance, a symbol of political rights. I don't care what you think, what you feel. You can hate him, you can continue to push your own ideology and ideas. It's up to you. One of the most significant aspects of leadership is the ability to communicate a vision. That is how you know a leader. The ability to communicate a vision. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu succeeded in articulating a vision that resonates with many people who felt marginalized, unheard, or dissatisfied with existing political arrangement. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu transformed a regional issue into a global conversation. There was a time the issue of Biafra was just seen as a regional issue. It was just seen as a local issue. But I bet you today, the supreme leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, made the issue of Biafra a global conversation. Through modern communication, through modern communication platforms, international interviews. So many of them, I have played it here over and over. Almost every day, I play one or two messages of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is an assignment that I have. Every single day, I can't do my program without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu speaking. Through modern communication platforms, international interview, media outreach, and diaspora engagements. Discussions concerning Biafra began reaching audience across Africa, Europe, North America, Asia, and other parts of the world. It is important to highlight this for some ignorant people that will be deceived by some people who do not know the ABC of the struggle, that will try to preach nonsense because of the latest press release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which I am going to read. But I want to build a background for you to know who Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did a great job through international interviews, media outreach, diaspora engagement. We saw many. I have played videos over and over. Many of them are still online. Discussions concerning Biafra began reaching audience across all parts of the world. This was not merely about broadcasting messages. No. It was also about creating awareness. Awareness creation. Awareness is often the first step towards international recognition of any political issue. Awareness. The very first step towards international recognition of any political issue is awareness. And Nnamdi Kanu did a very great job in awareness. History demonstrates that many movements first gained momentum when their stories reached global audience. For Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, his ability to maintain international attention on the Biafra question, even during period of political uncertainty and legal challenges, he never stopped. Even up to today, while Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is serving a life sentence, he is reaching the global community. You saw the Sokoto Declaration in conjunction with Mike Arnold. You saw his letter to Donald Trump. Even in detention, he has not stopped. He is literally unstoppable. Unstoppable. Another aspect of leadership frequently highlighted that we must mention and talk about is resilience. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is more than resilience. If there's any other word to describe him that is stronger than resilience, that is what to use. Leadership is often tested during difficult moments. And this is one of those moments that leadership is tested. Difficult moments at a time when their life is even on the line. Time of challenges, time of criticism, time of opposition, and setback are common realities of individuals involved in political advocacy, like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa. This is the time that is very common in what they are doing. Difficult moments, difficult times, they have been tested and continue to be tested up to today. Numerous challenges, criticism, opposition, right, left, and center. So many setbacks. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will move 4 steps forward, they take him 10 steps backward. Mazi Simon Ekpa will move 3 steps forward, they take him 10 steps backward. These are challenges that these men have faced over and over again. Despite significant obstacles, Despite all these pronounced and significant obstacles that you see daily, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remain a central figure in the movement and continue to inspire many who share his aspiration. You can't take it away. There is nothing on the planet Earth that you will do except you want to abandon the issue of Biafra and let it die naturally. You can never detach Biafra from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is why I used to tell people, when you are calling for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you're fighting for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you're actually fighting for Biafra. These are one thing. They are not two different things. They look different, but they are not. Wherever you are watching this program from, I want you to know that leadership is not only about speeches. Leadership is not only about speeches. Yes. Leadership is also about influence. Leadership is also about influence. Influence is measured by ability to inspire others to participate in cause, engage in discussions, and remain committed to their objective. I want you to pay attention. And when you are listening, think about the kind of people you have that are parading themselves as leaders before you. In your different mushroom groups, in your different societies, in your different organizations, I want you to look back to those who are parading themselves as your leaders. While I am bringing these points about our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, leadership is not only about speeches. Those of them who think it's about writing a long speech, coming out to come and tell you cock and bull stories. No, it's not just about that. Leadership is also about influence. Do you have that influence? Influence. And influence is measured by the ability to inspire others to participate in a cause. Those who are claiming to be leaders, just within yourself, make investigation and find out how many people have those people who are claiming to be leaders. How many people have they been able to bring into the cause? That people will say, will come and confess and say, because of this man, that was why I joined. How many people will confess and say, it is because of this person, that is why I joined? That is what we mean by influence. We see confessions on a daily basis. Millions came to the knowledge of Biafra through Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Millions also paid attention to the message through Mazi Simon Ekpa. We know thousands of people that came through Mazi Simon Ekpa. Millions came because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and through him. Influence. Do you have the ability to inspire others to participate in a cause, to engage in discussion, and remain committed to their objectives? Remain committed. It is not just talking. You engage in discussions. You convince them. And they remain committed to the cause and objectives. I want you to think deep. Think deep wherever you are, or whatever you are doing, on whatever area you put yourself, whatever angle, or whatever group you position yourself. How many people can testify and say that because of you, as an individual, they came into the struggle? Narrow it down to your own self. You that is watching me on this program. You that is watching me on this program, as an individual, how many persons have we been able to convince to pay attention to the cause of Biafra? How many people have you been able to channel their mind to the direction of Biafra? either directly by speech, by engagement, or by your attitude or behavior. How many? And again, how many people have you driven away from the cause? How many people have you made to run away and say, if this is how the Biafra is, I will not be part of it? How many people have you driven away from the cause of the journey? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu influence contributed significantly to the expansion of the movement of Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu influence significantly contributed to the expansion of the movement's support base both within Nigeria and throughout the diaspora. Now let us turn our attention to our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. Let's talk more somehow on our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Nigeria, today the United States of Biafra, as another important figure. He's another important figure within the broader Biafran self-determination conversation. It is only an enemy today that will write the history of Biafra and omit Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. Only an enemy will write the history of Biafra and omit Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. His emergence occurred during a period when many supporters believe the movement requires continued visibility and organizational momentum. After Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was taken away from the picture, it became disturbing, it became necessary that somebody must be there to make sure that the Biafran cause continues to have the visibility. To make sure that it's organizational momentum. And Mazi Simon Ekpa stepped up. He stepped up. Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko utilized digital platform, international engagements, and media communication to sustain discussions surrounding Biafra. For the period Mazi Simon Ekpa, he sustained it by himself. And it is not by making noise. It is not by just talking because he wants to talk. It's not by claiming. It is not just by advertising himself. No. Within that period, when many supporters believe the movement required continued visibility and organizational momentum, Mazi Simon Ekpa stepped up and he utilized digital platforms, which you and I were part of. I was part of it. Using digital platforms, international engagements, so many we saw on video and off videos, and media communication, sustained discussions surrounding Biafra. The light did not go down. Instead, the light began to go higher than it was ever. In the modern world, information travels rapidly. Maybe you don't know. In this generation, in this modern world, information travels rapidly. Movements that effectively use communication technologies often gain greater visibility. That is why for you to lead Biafra, you must be very visible on media. For you to be an effective Biafran leader, you must be very, very versatile on media. You have to be very visible. You need to be there. That was how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu succeeded. That was how Mazi Samana succeeded. You need to be visible, back to back. Movements that effectively use communication technologies often gain greater visibility. And you know, one of the things that we need is visibility. Because only visibility will bring international attentions and recognitions. Mazi Simon Ekpa recognized this reality. He knows very well that visibility is important. That was why he refused to give up his platform, even when the ex-DOS tried to snatch his platform from him and make him invisible. He refused. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu directed him to go to the Radio Biafra, it was to make sure that that visibility is maintained. And when they refused, what did he do? He came back and built his platform. He became strong. A platform that could hold 4,000 viewers on a single live stream on YouTube. It was powerful. No platform was challenging it at that time, the highest. No platform could stand it. He was doing very, very well. And we recognize, myself recognize the reality of visibility and leverage the modern media tools. He leveraged modern media tools to ensure that discussions concerning Biafra remain active in public discourse. We took over Twitter. The Twitter that you see today that some people have turned to a place to go and do saga, a place to go and talk nonsense, was taken over by Mazi Simon. Just like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu took the media entirely and handed over to us. Then Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was so he was so huge in Facebook that Facebook couldn't handle him. They began to attack him. The same thing Mazi Simon. YouTube could not be able to handle Mazi Simon, and they took down his platform. He went to Twitter and he took over the Twitter. Every single day, Mazi Simon was trending. He was trending everywhere. One of the most important reality of contemporary activism is the role of the diaspora. The diaspora is playing a major role and will continue to play a major role. Don't joke with it. Diaspora community frequently plays a significant role in political advocacy movements around the whole world. And I appreciate every one of us in diaspora that is doing what they are supposed to do. That sharing of information you are sharing, liking, sharing all the time, joining live streams, it is going a long way. It is not in vain. Don't call it a waste of time. When you join us here and you spend your time with me here, whether you spend 30 minutes, you spend 1 hour, or you run throughout the whole program, you like and you help and you share. So many people in the homeland cannot be able to do that. Many of them who are willing to do it don't even have, there is no network anyway, no light, no network. So it's only people in diaspora that are making this very movement and the advocacy to go around the whole world. Both Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa understood the strategic importance of diaspora engagement. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi, they understood the importance of diaspora engagement. And that is why they don't joke with it. They never played with it. They utilize it very, very well by connecting supporters across different countries. They help create network capable of sharing information, organizing discussions, and promoting awareness about issues affecting communities in our land, Biafra land. We take our problem to the world. We take our problem to international community. We make people pay. I bet you that the Christian genocide today that the United States is focusing on was made possible through us. It is by our advocacy, constant advocacy and revelations of what is happening in Nigeria. It is those of us in diaspora. It doesn't matter where it happened, whether northern Nigeria, southwest, southeast. We were busy bringing this information to the world, educating the world about. So some people think that it is in the advocacy for freedom. It is not just about us in the Biafra. It is freedom for everyone in that contraction called Nigeria, regardless of your race, your religion. That is when something happens, we bring it out for the world to see. And it was this that brought to the attention of the world what is happening in Nigeria today. Mazi, Nnamdi Kanu, and Simon Ekpa understood the strategic importance of diaspora engagement. And by connecting supporters across different countries, they help create networks capable of sharing information, organizing discussions, and promoting awareness. But issues affecting communities in our region, that is a very wonderful thing that you can't deny it. The internationalization of the Biafra question is a subject frequently discussed. It has been a problem. How do we internationalize the Biafran issue? It has been a serious issue, but we have been able to do it. Thanks to Mazi, Nnamdi Kanu, and Mazi, Simon, Ekpa, and Joko. Internationalization of Biafran question. Internationalization of Biafran question is a subject that we have all been talking about. What does internationalism mean? What does internationalization mean? It means ensuring that an issue is no longer confined to local conversation. This was one of the major things that Mazi Simon Ekpa did. And in fact, in one of his programs, he said it openly that we are now changing the game. We are now moving out. We have done enough in educating our people, talking locally. We are moving out to the international level. He made a broadcast where he announced it openly. The quest for Biafra freedom is no longer confined to local conversation. We have passed that. Internationalization simply means drawing attention from international observers, policymakers, human rights organizations, researchers, journalists, and global audience. And that we have done successfully. One of the major achievements of the movements today has been its ability to attract worldwide attention. For some who will be saying, what have we achieved? Oh, we have been shouting and talking for years and for many years. What have we have not gotten our freedom yet. It is a process. And one of the major achievements that we have today in this movement is ability to attract worldwide attention. We have done it. Today, discussion about Biafra can be found in academic studies, media reports, policy discussions, social media platforms, and public debates across numerous countries. It is no longer 18 of the zoo. The movement of Biafra has gone past what people think it is. The movement has succeeded in expanding its reach beyond its original geographical boundaries. We have broken all the barriers that is holding the discussion of Biafra. We have seen Biafra issue mentioned in the United States. We have seen it be discussed in Israel. We have seen Brazil make a statement on it. So it is not business as usual. We have done great. You should applaud yourself if you are genuinely seeking for Biafra. For those of us who are focused and genuine, you should applaud yourself. No matter what happens, no matter the attack, we have come a long way. So many of us have been here for more than a decade. It cost a lot. I have been broadcasting since 2016 till date. I have never missed my broadcast a day. 2016 till date. Check it. How many years is that? How many years is that? Do you know how much it costs to maintain such kind of broadcast? You can't do your broadcast without the internet and so many other apps and platforms you have to use. That is why when I see some people who come to make noise and shout, I laugh. I don't have time to pay attention to them. Or those who will come to mock us and say, oh, his platform don't have many people again. Oh, people have run away. People are no longer watching him. Good luck. Let's see how long you're going to last. Let's see how long you have. I've been here since 2016 to date. Let's see how long you're going to last. Let us see. We have passed through the whole hurdles and all the temptations and challenges, but we are still here. We are still here waiting and watching. You came here and you met us and you're going to leave while we are still here pursuing the cause. Another important aspect of today's discussion is humanity, regardless of political perspective. Protecting human life should always remain a priority. Protecting human life should always remain a priority. Every society has a responsibility to safeguard the dignity, safety, and well-being of its people. It is a right you have, and don't stop. The advocacy of Mazi Ekpa and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in terms of protecting communities, defending rights, and promoting security. That is all they stand for. That is one of the things they've been advocating for. The advocacy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Ekpa is just within and around protecting communities. You see, the attack Mazi Ekpa, they call him different kinds of names. They call him terrorist. They call him. The only crime he had committed is that he was trying to protect his community. He was defending his rights and the right of his own people. He was promoting security. That is the crime he committed. That is the crime he committed. They argue that discussions about self-determination cannot be separated from discussion about human welfare. And that is it. You can't, there is no way you can separate these two. Self-determination cannot be separated from discussion about human welfare. They are the same thing. You can never separate them from each other. It doesn't matter who says it, how he said it. You can't separate two of them. They are one thing. Self-determination and human welfare. A society flourishes when its people feel safe. Society can only flourish when people feel safe. A community prospers when individuals can pursue education, economic opportunity, and social development without fear. Not like you have in Nigeria today, where fear is the order of the day. People go to bed, they're not even sure they're going to wake up the next day. A nation becomes stronger when justice, accountability, and respect for human dignity are upheld. These principles are not unique to any particular movement. It affects different movements. They are universal values recognized across the world. The question of security also occupies an important place within discussions surrounding Biafra. Security. One of the major things that we care about, that our leaders have tried as much as possible to make sure that people are secure. And most of them, our leaders, are suffering because of that today. They are persecuted because of that. Security is one of the most fundamental responsibilities of any government or community. So it is our responsibility to secure our people. That was why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu took it very serious. It is not something. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu doesn't joke with the security and safety of our people. When we read his new press release, you understand better. Without security, economic growth becomes difficult. Without security, investment declines. Without security, social development suffers. The need to protect lives, strengthen communities. The need to protect life, strengthen community resilience, and address security concerns affecting local populations. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did excellently well. And he was hated for that, arrested for that, called a terrorist for that. All we have been asking all this while is a lasting solution. And lasting solution requires dialogue, accountability, effective governance, genuine effort to improve conditions for affected communities. But we don't see that in Nigeria. Not just that we don't see that, there is no plan whatsoever to have such in Nigeria. Which is more reason the only option remains disintegration. History teaches us that movements endure when they remain focused on their objective while adapting to changing circumstances. Every generation faces unique challenge. Every generation must determine how best to pursue its aspiration. There is no doubt that the leadership contribution of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa have helped to sustain interest in the Biafra question and encourage continued engagement among supporters of Biafra across the world. You can't beat it. It is a fact that can never be denied. Whether through advocacy, communication, organization, or international outreach, they are viewed by many supporters as influential figure within the movement. I don't care who you are. You can hate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You can hate Mazi. It is at your own discretion. But that does not change whom they are. They have remained a very influential figure when it comes to the issue of Biafra movement. You can't beat it. Your hatred cannot stop it. Your hatred cannot take out that title from them. This is whom they are. As we conclude this discussion, it is important to remember that conversation about self-determination, governance, human rights, security, and development are complex and often involve diverse perspectives. People may disagree on methods, strategy, political solutions. However, meaningful dialogue remains essential. That is all we are calling for. Meaningful dialogue, meaningful dialogue. Not just dialogue, meaningful dialogue. And that is one thing Nigeria never want to buy into. They prefer to dialogue with the terrorists. They prefer to dialogue with murderers and killers than to dialogue with genuine people that are asking for a genuine right of their people. The pursuit of peaceful solution should always remain a priority. And the Biafran people have never walked away from peaceful solution. That is why we talk about referendum. Mazi Simon Ekpa went extra mile. He went extra mile to conduct self-referendum so as to prove to the world that Biafrans are willing and ready to go. Self-referendum was conducted by Mazi Simon Ekpa. So if you don't agree with that self-referendum, conduct yours and let's see, compare. Yet, they refuse and they deny it. To everyone watching today, thank you for joining this live stream. And I urge you to share your thoughts respectfully in the comment section. Before we move further, let us go to the latest press release from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The press release from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that prompted me to talk about the leadership of the struggle today as today's topic. I want you to pay attention to this press release. I know some of you are so emotional and ignorant that sometimes when you see information, you cannot be able to process that information. Instead, some of you, your personal agenda or your personal whatever will not allow you to see the truth and embrace it. If you look there, you are going to see the breaking news that came from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's latest press release. It says Biafra shake-up. The supreme leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, dissolves IPOB directorate, fires Chike Doziem over prisoner neglect and corruption. Some of you know when Mazi Simon Ekpa spoke about this, he said, Mazi said, that once Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out, that the DOS is gone. They are gone and gone and gone for good. Mazi Simon Ekpa said that on his broadcast. I have played it here several times. Where he made that statement on the broadcast, he said, once the supreme leader of IPOB is out, that the DOS is gone. And he went ahead to conduct a vote of no confidence against them, which all of us participated. We casted a vote of no confidence on the Department of Saboteurs. Today, it is happening. Finally, that word of Mazi Simon Ekpa is coming to reality. You know, when Mazi Simon says, I go to the heart of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to bring a message and give to you, some people think he's saying it to make you happy or he's trying to entice you. This is a reality. Even while he was with us, every single message he delivered is like the mindset of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is why when people tell me that they love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and they hate Mazi Simon Ekpa, I begin to wonder who they really are. And today you have seen whom those people are. Those who were claiming that they love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and they hated Mazi Simon Ekpa. You have seen who they are today. So if you don't understand it better, you can now understand it properly and see clearly. You can now see clearly what has been happening all this while. So I want you to pay attention to this very message that was delivered so that you can get it right. The message, latest message that was delivered by our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is titled Biafra Shake-Up. Mazi Simon Ekpa said it. He talked about this. But some of us took it for granted. Today it is happening. The Biafran Shake-Up is finally here. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu finally have revived IPOB. IPOB that you know before is not what it is today. And when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that IPOB is indestructible, he doesn't miss word in it. It doesn't miss word. You can't destroy it. You can't. It doesn't matter how you try. You can try over and over again. Try more. You will never succeed. And I'm going to read out the latest press release from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is very important so that you can understand. Like some of you who cannot be able to comprehend information, and some of you who will go and fight in the discussion, it is at your discretion to do so. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a very intelligent man. Every single one of us in this Biafran struggle, we are all members of IPOB. You can decide to form any other little group here and there. Nobody's against you. Nobody is telling you to shut down your group. No. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu created the 100 men. You can equally be part of the 100 men and be in any group where you feel is comfortable for you, but focus on the unity of purpose. One of the major problems we have had has been this unity of purpose. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have continued to shout about unity, unity, unity. That is why he has never spoken against any Biafran group. I just played a video where they asked him about a group. He said, yes, he's familiar. And he stands with everybody. I played a video on this broadcast where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say, I stand with everybody. Anyone that can do anything to make sure that the zoological republic is brought down and people are set free, I'm with you. Mazi Simon Ekpa said the same thing, that he stands with everybody. And you see them, the messages they have been sending from detention has been the same. Every time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu send message, it has always been unity, unity, unity. Mazi Simon Ekpa the same thing, unity, unity. But there are some people that they don't want to hear you say unity. And I begin to wonder, how can you be talking about Biafra and you don't want unity with your own brother? I have had altercation with people in this platform simply because I was called of unity. Some people will come and ask me, why am I talking about unity? They challenge me and they hate me because I talk about unity. And I have explained 1,000 times the unity I'm talking about. Which is the unity Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa is preaching. Unity of purpose. Unity of purpose. That is one thing that brings us together. That is one reason why in your platform you are using the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or Mazi Simon Ekpa. You are using the Biafran picture or flag. The only reason is the freedom of the people. You want us to be free. You want us to be free. You don't want the slavery. You agree that we are being subjected to slavery in Nigeria. You agree that Biafra should be a country of its own. That is one thing that every one of us believe in. And that alone unites us. And our rallying point is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is why I respect Mazi Simon Ekpa so much. Mazi Simon Ekpa, throughout the whole time he was on the media, he has never one day challenged the authority of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He has never one day claimed to be the leader. He has never one day taken the position of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Some of you will say, oh, he disobeyed when he said, stop, sit at home, and he refused to stop. Mazi Simon Ekpa explained that situation. When you check the scenario that time, what was happening? Sit at home is a different issue. Sit at home was meant to maintain pressure on Nigerian government on behalf of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And there is no way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will challenge that from the inside. It is the duty of those who are outside to maintain pressure. And as another, there was no other means to maintain pressure on the government of Nigeria. No other means. It was only that Monday sit at home that was holding them by the neck. It was Monday sit at home that kept the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the front line. It was Monday sit at home that made governors like Governor Soludo begin to ask for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and even build a people. Today, is it not the Soludo that is saying that don't release him? Because there is no more pressure. Today, it is the Soludo that is leading the cause to jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even life sentence, even death penalty. Soludo is in the front line today promoting the death penalty for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But while we were here with Mazi Simon Ekpa, that pressure was necessary, and that was why even if it was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that said it, which cannot be verified, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had several opportunities live, and he never mentioned so. So, if you try to bring that as disobedience, it is not. Mazi Simon Ekpa never disobeyed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I know of many instructions that was passed from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Mazi Simon Ekpa. He obeyed. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sent several messages to Mazi Simon Ekpa through his lawyers, and he carried out all those missions without any objections. And he predicted today. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Simon said it in his own word that once Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out, that the DOS is gone. Every one of them, every single one of them is gone. And today they are gone. They are finally officially gone, and gone for good. I want us to read this together. From the platform of the legal counsel, the lead counsel of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Aloy Ejimako. It reads, Biafra shake-up. Biafra shake-up. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu dissolve IPOB directorates, DOS. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu dissolve IPOB directorates. Fires Chike Doziem. Reason over prisoners' neglect and corruption. Over prisoners' neglect and corruption. Let us read. In a stunning and far-reaching organizational purge, the supreme leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has announced the immediate dissolution of Third Administration of Directorate of State, DOS. Don't say you didn't hear. Don't say you are confused. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has announced the immediate dissolution of the Third Administration of the Directorate of State, DOS. The sweeping clearance saw the high-profile removal of Chika Edoziem, who has headed the administrative arm from Sweden since March 2017. In a press statement released from Germany, Kanu directly inaugurated the fourth administration of the DOS, naming United States-based Mazi Chris Mwogu. Take note. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu named United States-based Mazi Chris Mwogu as the new head of directorate to assume absolute day-to-day coordination of secessionist movement global affairs. The person that is in charge of the DOS today, the new administration installed by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is Mazi Chris Mwogu. Chike Edoziem is done with, he's gone and gone for good. Just like Mazi Simon Ekpa said, that they are gone. That era is dead and buried. Today, we have the new dawn, Mazi Chris Mwogu. Don't miss it up. And I want you to know that whatever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says goes by merit, by his work. He has proven himself capable and worthy. So whatever he says goes. Every single one of us, we are members of IPOB. You and I, we are all indigenous people of Biafra. Either by birth or by organizational structure. That does not stop you from being in any other group. It does not stop you from holding any other meeting. It does not stop you from being in any organization, but we are all part of the IPOB under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And we give respect to anything he has put in place. Just like our Prime Minister did while he was there. Before Chike Edoziem became the madman he became at last. Mazi Simon Ekpa respected him, worked for him, even preached to him until he lost it. And we casted a vote of no confidence on them officially and removed them. But today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have re-established the IPOB. And with time, everything will fall in place. The statement revealed that Kanu's decision to crush the third administration follows a damning review of its stewardship. The outgoing leadership faced heavy condemnation for its abandonment of hundreds of IPOB members detained without trial across Nigeria. Most notably, those languishing at the Wawa military barracks in Niger State. They abandoned our people, abandoned our brothers. And every day, the one that call himself Karawat lawyer will come and claim this or claim that. Whenever there is a release of somebody, he will come and claim how he worked to release members of IPOB, how he did it and did that. Look at it. They abandoned the members of IPOB in Wawa barracks in Niger State. And this Niger State in the north is one of the most dangerous places for our people to be. The northern part of Nigeria, that is the most dangerous for our people to be. They abandoned them completely. According to the movement, the 10 members suffered horrific hardship, with several dying in custody due to lack of legal and financial support from the DOS. They caused the death of so many of our brothers and sisters in detention. The leadership further alleged that survivors were left with no option but to accept unfavorable conditions to regain their freedom, describing the negligence as a profound and unpardonable dereliction of duty. You know, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu doesn't take chances. So when you are hearing, these are crimes they have committed that we all know about. It is not come and make noise and talk and accuse people falsely. These are with facts and figures, with eyewitness evidence. The statement further knocked the dissolved executive team for diverting organizational energy, vast financial resources away from diplomacy and legal battle into toxic internal rivalry. This is the major one. This reason is the major one. This reason is one of the major ones that you and I know of, even though we refuse to talk about it. This second reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu dissolve this DOS officially, I want you to pay attention to this. The statement further knocked the dissolved executive team for diverting organizational energy and vast financial resource away from diplomacy and legal battle into toxic internal rivalries. Toxic, very toxic internal rivalries, gossip, blackmail, and factional ego war. This is the key. This is the key. These are the disruption, and this was what Mazi Simon Ekpa fought and spoke about. This was why we cast the vote of no confidence on them. What you are seeing here. This one is why we cast the vote of no confidence on them. They were taking the resources of Biafra for a different purpose, for personal gain, for toxic internal rivalries, for gossip, for blackmail, for their personal ego, creating factions. When you talk about peace, they don't want it. You talk about unity, they don't want it. Just like some people are still doing it today. And when Mazi Simon Ekpa come out, I know he's going to do the same. Mazi Simon Ekpa is going to purge the people that claim to be under him and also unify under IPOB. It is going to happen, and it is coming up very soon. Mazi Simon Ekpa is being caught very soon. When he comes out, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is also going to come out, and we will be unified and be strong again. Because this toxic internal rivalry, gossip, blackmail, and factional ego has destroyed our strength. We lost it. We lost it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the supreme leader of IPOB, noted that these internal distractions severely weakened the group's cohesion and heavily damaged public confidence. 100%. It damaged public confidence on us, was seriously damaged. Up to this moment, go and look at what they are doing in their platform. And I thank God, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have taken the right step. Furthermore, the outgoing administration was accused of failing to protect strategic communication channels, allowing key platforms to become compromised by hostile actors who manipulated narratives to sow division among global supporters. Go to the platform Radio Biafra and see what is happening there. They have hijacked many of the platforms of Biafra and they turn it into a propaganda channel. They turn it into a saga and blackmailing channel. They destroy the confidence that the public had on us. You and I, They made us an object of mockery. More than us, those of us that are coming online, putting our faces on like that. When somebody see you on the road, they will know that you are the one talking about Biafra. These people made us an object of caricature. Using the platform that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu built, a hallowed platform where Biafrans gather to worship. A platform that had the highest listeners in the world at a point in time. Radio Biafra had the highest listeners in the whole world. They destroyed it. Their case is unpardonable, and at the right time, the law of Biafra will deal with them. The newly minted fourth administration has been strictly mandated to restore financial accountability, rebuild internal discipline, aggressively prioritize prisoners' welfare. The newly structured global leadership cabinets under Mazi Chris Mogu include, listen to these names so that when you hear about these names, when you are talking about these names, you know what you're talking about. When you see these names, you give them their honor. Whenever you come across these names, accord them their respect. Accord them their respect. I don't say worship them. Accord them their respect. Why we continue to hold the struggle until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Samayeko joins us very soon. The newly structured global leadership cabinet under Mazi Chris Mogu as the head of the directorate, HOD, Mazi Chris OD. We have Mazi Solomon Ebo, deputy head of DOS. We have Mwada Ogu Nnenaya Anya, head of finance and budget planning. She retained her position because she has done very well. They tried to drag her. And if you realize that throughout all this period of all this their nonsense, she was never part of them. She never spoke. And Mazi Simon Ekpa never spoke against her one day. Mazi Simon Ekpa never spoke against her. She was very sane and sound in her duties, and she maintained her position. We have Mazi Chigozie Okekenta, coordinator of coordinators, COC. We have Dr. Chukwudi Mogu, head of medical and welfare planning. And we have Barrister Ikechukwu Onwa, head of media. We also have Comrade Emma Powerful. He also retains a spokesperson, media and publicity secretary. You know, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started this project of rescue of IPOB, he started from Emma Powerful. He first of all secured and saved Emma Powerful. And once he was able to save and deliver Emma Powerful, the Department of Saboteur began to, and Co began to attack Emma Powerful. And even they said they sacked Emma Powerful, and I was laughing. And Biafrans knew that something was coming. Finally, I thank Chukwu Gabiama that Biafra IPOB have been rescued. IPOB have delivered and rescued. And we all appreciate Chukwu Gabiama for that. The shake-up also featured the direct appointment of continental representatives across North America, Europe, Asia, and Middle East, alongside dedicated diplomatic representatives to the United States, United Kingdom, and Israel to jumpstart a complete organizational renewal. I love this. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu leadership is top-notch. We appreciate our superior leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We will continue to pray for him. And I believe in no distance time he's going to join us. and we will all be together and we will celebrate again. Including our Prime Minister, Mazi Ekpa. In no distance time, he's going to come out. And all things will be made right again. For those who are sensible, this is not the time to continue to push you don't push it. Don't push it. I have said this several times. We should be very focused on building institutions, not strong men and women. The Supreme Leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is important to the task. Mazi Ekpa has done excellently well, and we continue to do more. And in a short while, I believe 2 of them are going to be out, and it will be a different ballgame. So I appreciate everyone, and I hope you listened closely to know where we are today, so that you will not be deceived, so that you will not be pushed away from the real thing. It is not about you. Whether you agree or you don't agree, it doesn't make any difference. The truth remains that the Supreme Leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has taken his position to restore Biafra and do what he has to do. Because there is nobody who can equally fit into that shoe. More especially in a moment that his disciple, Mazi Ekpa, is not there. We thank Chukwu Okike Abiama for this recovery. And by the grace of Chukwu Okike Abiama, the coming days is going to be wonderful and better. We are expecting more good news to come. And I congratulate all the Biafran people, all the genuine Biafran agitators, whichever group you belong, whichever title or name you give to yourself. If you are genuine, and you are genuinely pursuing the cause of Biafra, you are genuinely in this cause, doing what you need to do, I appreciate you. And I urge you to stay strong and focused. Do not be distracted. Do not be deceived. Do not be bullied. Don't allow anybody to push you around. Just hang on there. Continue to do what you know how to do best. And I bet you at the end of the day, we will all come out with happiness and with joy. So finally, before we go to the last section of the program of today, we are going to go normally to have a very short break before we go into their media to see some media update that they have while we are reaching our conclusion. You know, it is important for us to know what the media is saying, so as to know how to stand and how to overcome the challenges. So let's have a quick break and then we come back.
Don't follow for God. Them say Tinubu don't follow for God. Tinubu don't follow for God. They want to take it, that's the top of our head. Senate House fall and the criminals, country military fall and the terrorists, injustice, Omotosha forget law for inside court, Changaro Republic at the government, Abubakar Malami don't fall for God. Him and EFCC put leg for shit. Them say Sheikh Kukumi don't fall for God. Because Donald Trump don't come to Machamo. He go matching Boko boys, matching terrorists. As the government knows the way for kidnapping to stop. I make it don't fall for God. They make Nigerians see one die for suffer.
Welcome back. So let us go to their media and see what they have. And their media, as you know, that we always go to their media and we search for their information in the media. And mostly we go with the Sahara reporters, at least to an extent. He digs deep to an extent, not 100%. We still have our disagreement with them, but to an extent, we can be able to use them to get some information in this zoological republic. So let us look at the update they have on their side. This one says, Trump threatens fresh bombing of Iran if deal fails. Dismisses 300 billion reconstruction claims. Northern group condemn arrest order against Showore, warns of threat to democracy, rule of law. Removing Tinubu alone won't save Nigeria since APC, ADC orders serve same elites. Activism. Of course, this is the truth. Removing APC, removing Tinubu alone won't save Nigeria. It will not save. This is something that, I don't know what is wrong with this world. This is what we always preach on our platform, and that is why we are talking about solution to the problem of Nigeria remains this peaceful disintegration of Nigeria. You don't need any election. All you need is a referendum. Peaceful referendum. Let the people make their choice. At least you can start from there. You don't need election. Look at it. Somebody is writing, removing Tinubu alone won't save Nigeria since APC, ADC, others serve same elites. Of course, the same people are there. It is the same people, the same structure that is putting them there. Republic of Congo order emergency repatriation flights for citizens amid xenophobic attack in South Africa. Davido tells Tinubu praise singing. Davido tells Tinubu's praise singer, Parara, to fear God, stop acting as political stooge over Nigerian insecurity crisis. Let them continue. You have said your own now. Davido, you said your own. You have your private jet to take off if anything happens. Leave them. Let them continue. Enugu community protests decades of neglect warns politicians ahead of 2027 election. You will never see anything. You haven't seen nothing yet. Ndi Igbo will not reward failure in 2027. ADC rejects Tinubu endorsement by Southeast governors. Of course, but our own is not for your body. We are not part of any of your nonsense politics. But as for anything that has to do with Nigerian politics, is completely rejected. Not just Tinubu. Every one of you is rejected. Anambra police arrest 2 suspects 3 months after murder of 33 years old woman found in culvert. 33 years old woman found in culvert. Adeyemo calls for reversal of Showore bail revocation. Urges Tinubu and DSS to drop charges. They won't now. You know who they are. Showore is a thorn on their flesh. So they want to stop him by all means necessary. Coal City University suspends staff member. Review disciplinary action against brutalized student. Imagine. University, the beat student like saying that you're picking. Alleged 110.4 billion naira fraud. Witness tells court he paid 50 to 60% of tax consultancy commission as kickback under Yahya Bello. I never see anything. Fraudulent country. Breaking. UK court acquit ex-Nigerian petroleum minister Desani Alex Madueke of all 6 bribery charges. You see, after 11 years, Desani is finally free. If Desani were to be in Nigeria, he will rot in jail. She will rot in jail. They will use jail to disorganize her and force her to agree to false accusation. You see how she got justice? They blackmailed her, called her names. The criminals that are stealing money in Nigeria are still walking around. The northerners that stole the money. This is somebody who is from Niger Delta. From Niger Delta. They seize her property, seize her house. Now, what happens to her case in Nigeria? In Nigeria, they have already seized her property in absence. So they have already condemned her and sentenced her in absence in Nigeria. Remember when she decided to come home and they didn't allow, Buhari didn't even want her to come home, come and ask her. She said she wants to come to Nigeria and ask her again. They said no. Now, finally, she has been acquitted of all charges. She has been acquitted of all charges in the UK. This is designing that they use for propaganda. The Yoruba media use her for blackmail, propaganda, different kinds of things. That is why when Mazi talk about the Yoruba media, you think that it's not out of hatred, but these people are doing more harm than good. Yoruba media is doing more harm than good. The main culprit, the main criminal that are stealing Nigerian wealth is the northerners. The Fulani. Under Buhari, billions of dollars were stolen, trillions of dollars stolen. Up to today, I have never seen any Fulani man convicted. None of them is even making a headline. None of them. None of them is making a headline, including Abakiare's case that we saw. Broad daylight. None of them making a headline. The former SGF, his own case is not even making a headline. They only politicize it and try to talk rubbish. These are the people that there are evidences, testimonies of the money they stole online. Eyewitness accounts are there. But they criticized Alice Madueke because she's from the Biafra land, called her different kinds of names, painted her evil. Today she has been vindicated in the UK. A breaking news. Petroleum Minister discerning Alice Madueke. All 6 charges of bribery cancelled. Imagine. But this is a woman they painted evil with their Nigerian media. They use their media to push different kinds of lies. Media trial. Some people don't even want to associate themselves with her again. If they want to make an example of corruption, they call her less Madeke. But today, look at her. If you don't end Nigeria, Nigeria will end you. But some of them will not learn lesson. Tell her about Biafra. Will she agree? No. She still wants to be part of the same Nigeria that want to destroy her. You will learn in a hard way. Former Kwara Governor Abdul Fattah Ahmed, 5.78 billion sub-trial adjourned to July 27 as Defense Counsel failed here. That is what you hear now. Defense Counsel failed here. One nonsense excuse or the other. That is how they prolong their issues and make sure that it doesn't see the light of the day. By the time they adjourn it 2-3 times, the country will forget completely and focus on something else. Lagos accident victims accuse Chodek of using Police Cybercrime Act to silence him and fellow victims. It is not new, that's what we see. That is how Nigeria operates. Nigerian businessman challenges criminal label for repatriated citizens, says Ethiopian seized his $70,000 and never returned it. That is true. The people that were released from Ethiopia, Nigeria turned it to a different thing. They say it's Igbo people, drug. They attach it to Igbos and drug. But many of them are innocent people who were illegally detained in Ethiopia. Look at this man was among. Ethiopian government seized his money. A businessman based in Switzerland. They seized his money. $70,000 up to today. They never give him back. I played this video yesterday now. I played his video. Was it yesterday or evening also? You can go and watch my yesterday program. You'll see his video there where I was talking. Nonsense. Send them back. Chant, fill EU Parliament as lawmakers approve new deportation rule for illegal immigrants. That is it. All these things is caused by the jihadis that are migrating to Europe. They go there, they want to farm a Sharia law there. They go there, they want to bring their own doctrine over there. That is why you are seeing that. And you will see more of that. Afghan National Chairman accused of $6,500 bribe scam as ex-governor aide demands refund over leaked 2027 Senate ticket deal. Just imagine. See the kind of money they are taking. 6,500. That is how they solve themselves. When the Fulani man want to thief, they thief in billions. In billions. This one they take 6,500, and before you know it, you go to jail for that. Mad people. Nonsense. Until we leave the zoo, nothing is going to work. Nigerian man jailed for storing bags of human feces outside home. Fined 100,000 naira. Nigerian man jailed for storing bags of human feces outside home. Fined 100,000. I wonder what he want to do with Yeshio. I don't know. Nigerian immigration issues second passports to Rebecca Godwin Isaac, while first was in court custody amid 500 million fraud trials. Only in the zoo. Nigerian immigration issues second passports to Rebecca Godwin Isaac, while first was in court custody and amid 500 million fraud trial. They seized passports, the immigration gave them another one. Nigeria. She submit one passport, they issue them a new one. That is Nigeria for you. Leaked 14-point draft revealed US-Iran peace deal, including $300 billion reconstruction plan. Abia communities left without markets. Health center, despite 39.8 million government payment report. They won't start to begin to attack Abia. No matter how bad it is, Abia is better than every other place, so you don't have any points. I'm not saying Abia is exceptional, but he's better than any other thing you can talk about. Alleged 2 billion fraud, Siriga violated due process in Nigerian air contract award, EFCC witness tells court. Court fixes July 3 for ex-Senate President Saraki's arraignment in criminal defamation of case filed by Kwara government. Showore is not bothered. AAC secretary says activists unshaken by bench warrant bail revocation. Libya authority arrests 2 Nigerians over alleged inciting social media content. For Libya, what? They arrest people for social media content. ECOWAS court rules it has jurisdiction to hear Delta death row inmates 50 million human rights case against Nigeria. Pan Atlantic University left lockdown after video of suspected bandits triggered overnight security swap. Lagos deployed drones. Fear, that is the name of Nigeria. People are afraid every day. Kenneth Okonkwo rejects Peter Obi's 5 billion defamation claim, alleges ticket racketeering, extortion in NDC. Kogi Government House, police inspector loses assault rifle ammunition after thieves steal vehicle in Lokoja. There mad people. Mad people everywhere. Which one be this one? Watch tension as angry Nasarawa youths destroy Chulubu campaign truck. Chulubu campaign truck, na in the scatter break everywhere. You say this one Igbo land where they go carry city boys, they threaten people. You don't do that in the north. That is the difference between the north and the east. It is this one where you won't go do your city boy. Go and do your city boy in the north. They will show you shaggy. They will show you shaggy. You confirm. This is na southeast. Watching workers remove interlocking stones at Jabi Lake as Wike pushes ahead with controversial relocation plan. Trump, Iran, Pezakias signed historic Islamabad peace memorandum to end conflict, reopen Strait of Hormuz. They signed a peace deal. NDC exempt Peter Obi Kwankwaso from controversial anti-defection oath. Target lawmakers. PDP Oluyode campaign laments alleged intimidation security crackdown ahead of Saturday. Mad people. That is what you know. Trump breaks silence on Iranian school bombing that killed over 160 children. Says strike was not deliberate. Of course, it can be deliberate. The propagandists only look for propaganda to use. How can that be deliberate? Explosion, heavy gunfire, rock Niger Republic capital as militants attack Niamey Airport. Niamey Airport attacked. They won't take Niger. Now France are still fighting hard. France are fighting day in, day out to make sure they take back Niger. And I pray that Chukwu Okukabiam will give Niger the strength to fight back and hold on to their land. You can imagine. France will never give up sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria, in Africa. This will be sponsored by French and nothing else. Heavy explosion, gunfire rock Niger Republic capital as militants attack Niamey Airport. They will not succeed. APC tackle Governor Adeleke for failing to implement Electricity Act of... sit down, mad people everywhere. Ogun police arrest 30 suspected cultists at initiation gathering in uncompleted building. Imagine what people are doing when there are serious issues at hand. They go inaugurate a cult. This one say, man shows 2 sachets of tomato paste, 4 packets of Indomie, alleged distribution during APC campaign in Ekiti. That is what they know how to do, sharing. Share. That's what they do. That is Nigeria for you. Right group condemned Coast City University for suspending assault victim, whistleblower without investigation. George was absent first, then punished Showore for absence. Lawyer Ejimako urges Abuja court to vacate bench warrant. How Nigerian police awarded 1.7 billion safe school contract to 2 firms linked to same owner under ex-IGP Agbotoku. Of course. Are you surprised? That is the zoo for you. Publicity is the oxygen of terrorism. What this statement means for Nigeria by Mazi. They tell you say they don't know. He threatened to kill activist Soweto, but died first. Mwaba says late Lagos DCP Salih will be remembered for repression. Was the court right to have revoked Showere's bail and order his arrest before the recusal ruling by Bolaji Olawusu? Nigeria is a lawless country. It doesn't matter what the law says, they do what they want. Zamfara Governor Lawal vows never to negotiate with terrorists, says no terrorist is stronger than government. Easier said than done. They are already stronger than your government now. When they are stronger than your president, is it governor that will be talking? We are saying it because we are a northerner, just to deceive the people and make them believe that something is going on when nothing is going on. We know you people. We know you people and how you build your hood. So we are not surprised with that. This one, Nigerian soldier brutally attacked by Kaduna mob after being mistaken by bandits, is not dead, battling for his life. I'm going to show this one before they block my essay. Open letter, urgent intervention on the frightening plight of Nigerian pensioners, delayed gratuity, inflation, and stagnation pension. This one is order of the day. Who cares about you? They don't care. Nigerian soldier brutally attacked by Kaduna mob after being mistaken for bandit is not dead, battling for life in hospital. Of course, it resembles bandits now. Is it not? When you're recruiting bandits, everyone of them are alike. Everybody is a bandit. You see, soldiers and bandits are not different. People are even getting confused now that attacking innocent citizens because thinking that they are bandits. Are you going to blame them? I do not blame them. That is what you get when you are in a zoological republic where the rule of law is not respected. So I appreciate everyone that have been with us on this program, and thank you all for being part of this program. May Chukwu Okabiam continue to guide and protect us. We're going to come back again in the evening by the special grace of Chukwu Okabiam, and we will continue to speak. We will continue to explore. Share this broadcast. If you have not yet shared it, share it to other platforms. And if you did not start with us from the beginning, go and watch the beginning of the message. There is very important message that you're going to get. More especially, the latest press release by our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is important. The DOS has officially been dissolved by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has officially dissolved the US. The same thing Mazi someone ever said. Someone said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to dissolve them as soon as he is free. Just as Mazi Samaneko said, you know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is on life sentence while he's fighting. And we have already conducted a, what do they call it? Vote of no confidence. We have already conducted a vote of no confidence on these people many, many years ago. Don't forget that. It was Mazi Samaneko, first of all, identified these criminals. He identified them and promised to be their end. Finally, they have ended. Though for us, they ended long time ago. They ended even long time, but today, they are officially ended. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has officially ended the Department of Sabotua. And we have a new regime today. A new one has been created. And you must be updated with that new one. Get acquainted with it. Have the information in your head so that you will not be deceived. Give respect to whom respect is due. And don't mix it up. Don't misinterpret it because of your own selfish interest, because of your own personal interest. Don't go and begin to fight it. It is a message from our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and every one of us must run with that message. Key in into that message and run with it. Every single one of us. We need to key in into that message and run with it. It is a message from our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. A message that we are mandated to follow, to support, to hearken onto, and to abide by. So, it is now official. It is now official. Maybe before, it will just be, it has been a guesswork. It has been a hearsay. Now, finally, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has made it official. The DOS have been completely dissolved. And the new head of DOS that we have today, the new DOS, the new head that put in place by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is Chris Mwogo. The new HOD is Chris Mwogo, deputized by Mazi Solomon Ebo. The new head of DOS, Chris Mwogo. And remember the warning of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Every one of us must give them their respect and support while they do their work diligently. The old one, under Chikedoziem and his group, have been flushed out. Chikedoziem, Chinasamoru, and the entire criminals that comes with them have been flushed out. And the reasons for removing these people was made clear by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in his write-up. The reason was made clear. Instead of them fighting for Biafra, they were doing a different thing. Instead of them fighting for Biafra, they were diverting organizational energy, vast financial resources, away from diplomacy and legal battle. They diverted into toxic internal rivalry, gossip, blackmail, and factional ego war. This is what they were doing. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has ended them finally. So, wherever you are, wherever you see any write-up or you hear any message from Mazi, Chris Mwogo, respect that. It is an order coming from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The more powerful still remains the same. Every one of us, we are part of IPOB. That is why any message that comes under IPOB concerns you, concerns me. That does not mean that you cannot be under your group. You can have your own mushroom organizations here and there. But under the mushroom organizations, the unity of purpose should bring us together under IPOB. IPOB is our central gathering place. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have made it clear he's not against anybody. He's not working against anybody. Same as Mazi Nnamdi, Simon Ekpa. He's not working against anybody. He's working for us and with us. Remember, our Prime Minister is coming to court on the 5th of August. Remember the protests in Finland, which will take place on the 4th of August. 5th, 6th, and 7th, 4 days protest. Make sure you are in Finland if you can. Get your ticket. It will be in Latin. The information, the dates, the information, and the phone numbers of consultation are there. They're already online. Look for the flyer. You get the flyer. You can see the location there. You can see the phone number. You can call the phone number for more inquiries, for directions on what to do. It is important to want to see a large number. The same population that went to make declaration in Finland is needed on the 4th of August. From 5th to 21st is the case of Mazi Simon Ekpa, and that case is going to turn around for our own good. Remember, support the international lawyer that is standing for Mazi Simon Ekpa. The international lawyer, I have explained the role of that international lawyer time and time again. Support it financially, support it morally, support it prayerfully. Don't speak against something you cannot do and someone else is doing it. Don't speak against it. This was what the DOS we are doing. This DOS that was dissolved by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that's what they were doing. They were busy causing confusion, busy praising themselves, ego and whatever, pride, destroyed them. And today they are officially gone and gone for good. So whatever you cannot do in your own group, if there is someone else who is doing it, support it. If you can't support it, just pretend you're not seeing it. Don't talk about it. Just like we're talking about this protest from Mazi Simon, it is necessary. The only thing that will free a political prisoner is international pressure and internal pressure. How do you get those pressure? It is by doing the needful. International pressure can only come by you doing the needful. Protest and all, that's internal pressure from the organization. External pressure will come from other organizations, just like we have the lawyer consulting the Foreign Affairs Minister of Finland, consulting with the United Nations, consulting with the European Union, and consulting with the United States. When they've put their torchlight on the case of Mazi, his right will not be denied. This time around, every evidence against Nigeria will be brought to the court. Unlike when the evidence were denied by the prosecuting counsel. It will not happen again. That is why it is important we support the international lawyer. Support it, pray for it, do everything you can for it. Don't fight it because it is not your group that is doing it. Don't speak against it because it's not your group or doing it. You should be ashamed of yourself if you do that. That only shows you as a failure and nothing else. The same thing with the protest. Don't speak against the protest simply because you are not the one that is preaching it. Simply because it is not your group that made a flyer. Simply because your number is not there. Your name and your picture is not put there. You fight against the protest. You should be ashamed of yourself. Encourage your own group to join the protest. The protest is for all the Biafran people in solidarity for Mazi, Simon, Ekpa, and Joko. Preach it, support it, and go with it. May Chukwu Okike be my guide and protect every one of us, wherever you are watching from. Thank you so much for being part of this program, and I hope to see you again by the grace of Chukwu Okike later in the day. Stay blessed, and may Chukwu Okike my guide and protect our leaders, Mazi, Nnamdi Kanu, and Mazi. Thank you so much, and have a blessed day.
The very oldest language on the face of this very earth. Chukwu Okike abịama pụrụ ihe niile Chineke na-oge ndị nsọ na-efewe na isi ala niile anyị na-agọzi ha nsọ ya mgbe niile. Onye anyị na-aja mma wee anyị anaghị efe arụsị, ọ bụ naanị gị onye kere ihe niile kere eke ma ọ onye kere ya. Ọ bụ ya mere ndị nsọ na-ekiri ha na isi ala ndị ọbụladị ndị n'ụtụtụ a ehihie abalị n'ụwa niile wee na-arịọ gị mma anyị wee na-arịọ gị ezi ebube gị ngozi iwetinye ọgbara n'etiti ndị iro ka ha rapụ ndị ka ha anyị onye nwe m na Chineke na ndị nsọ ka aka nsị ndị ga-etu ahụ ebe ahụ ise obodo kwesịrị isi mgbe la ya n'ihi anyị wee na-arịọ gị onye na-adịgide ma oge ebide biko nụ ka iwe mee ka Biafra wee dị ọsọ ọsọ na nkede na ụmụ ga-adakwa na ahụ anyị wee na-arịọ gị iwe na-adịgide nlekọta nwanne na nwanne ibe ịhụnanya nke pụrụ iche onye iwe etinye ụmụ ya ezi mmụọ nke eziokwu wezụga anyị aka ajọ ihe na ndụ anyị God have given us isi ala bulie aha nsọ n'elu ise.
But you know what? The monarchy don't believe that someone Ekpa is the cause of it. No. I am the solution, and the only way they can get to you is by kicking me out, which is not. I have come. Look with you. After I am done with Nigeria, Biafra will be free and enjoy freedom. Biafra will know the importance of freedom and what happens in 5 years to come. Thank you.